Hey everyone, how are ya? Hello, hello. I thought I've not been on yet. I'm going to come and say hi. If you don't know me already, I'm Lisa. I've been able to find a way through sharing makeup and skincare and collagen from my phone to be able to make a decent second income without leaving the house to do more hours, which is just amazing. I thought tonight I'd just jump on and talk to you a little bit about why I even started doing what I do. Because I've always had like a full-time job. I work in an office. My wages are brilliant. They pay my bills, they pay for my car, they pay for my fuel, they pay for my food and all that kind of stuff. But what happened to me was I went through a divorce when my kids were a little bit smaller. And then I was on my own for like 6 years. So I had like two kids, quite young, and they were, how old were they? Yeah, like under 5. And I went through like a period of really bad depression and anxiety, and like to the point where it was quite severe, you know, like I was surviving. I was like going to work, coming home, I wasn't eating. Hey Marie, hey Shirley. I don't think anybody realised at the time. I mean, it's a good few, well, it might be 10 years ago now, thinking 7, 8 years ago. And like at the time, people probably didn't realise how bad it was, but I wasn't eating properly. I was basically getting up, going to work, getting my kids ready, doing everything that they needed, coming home, I'd put the kids in bed and go to bed. Like, I'd literally go to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'd sleep really long till in the morning, get up and do it all again. There was literally no light. It was really, really bad. And when I eventually like realised like this is not normal, I need to go to the doctors, and I started to sort of, you know, I got the medication, I got the counselling, I started getting myself better. But the point at which I thought I need to do something is as I was going along this healing journey and I was doing everything that I could for my mind to, you know, feel better, my wellness, my fitness, my head, everything was coming together and it was getting so much better. But then every single month, I didn't used to get maintenance that I should have been getting. And every single month, there was one thing that would trigger me every single month and try and pull me back to that like dark place that I'd been. And it was a stupid thing really, but it was that money not coming in because my wages paid my bills, but there wasn't much left afterwards. So when the maintenance didn't come in, I used to find myself being triggered by it, and I'd get really frustrated, I'd get really angry. And it was this constant cycle. So then I'd be like, I'd have to let it go because it wouldn't get paid. But it would send me into like a negative headspace again. And I was doing all this self-development and I was in such a good place. And then that time of the month would come. Oh, Donna, thank you. That time of the month would come and the money wouldn't, or that time of the week would come. And I'd be like into that negative space again. And it was driving me mad. It was like, it was frustrating me that I was allowing somebody else's actions to control my emotions, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't want my emotional state to be triggered or controlled by anybody else outside of me. I thought I was putting all this work in to my well-being, my health, my mental health, you know, like my fitness, everything. I was putting all this work in, but I was allowing that one thing to trigger me. And I thought, actually, I'm done with it. I need to let it go. What can I do for me to boost my income up a little bit so that I don't need to get triggered and I can just be like, okay, you've paid. Okay, you've not paid. Whatever. That's where I wanted to be. So I was looking at all sorts. I was looking at traditional businesses like salons, thinking, should I switch career and like just go into like a bricks and mortar business? I looked at a couple of salons, but the cost up front, the loans and stuff, was just a little bit too much of a risk for me at that time. I was then looking at, okay, what can I do from the house? Because I've got a full-time job. My mum does all my babysitting while I'm out at work. I can't really ask her to babysit in the evenings while I go out and do like a bar job or like work in a chemist or something to top up the hours. So I was like, what can I actually do from home? What is there? So I was looking for surveys. I was looking at all sorts. And then this random advert popped into a buy, swap and sell site. And it was like, do some work from home before Christmas and get paid instantly. And I was like, oh, what's this? I wonder if I could do it. And when I looked into it a little bit, I was like, oh, makeup and skincare. And I was a little bit wary because I was like, is it real? Is it a scam? Like, what is it? We did a bit of research on the company. I was like, am I going to get scammed here? What is it? I'd never heard of network marketing business model before, so I was like complete brand new. And I asked my mum, and she was like, my mum's a little bit of a fearmonger, so she was like, what about, you know, like all the random things like that you could possibly think of, like, are there any ongoing costs? She was quite good actually, because she was like, are there any ongoing costs? No, because that's all free. Do you have to buy products every month? And I was like, no, there's no targets. Like, is there so much that you've got to sell every month? And I'm like, no. And she's like, well, give it a go. It's a load of makeup that you're going to get a massive discount. Why not give it a go? I still didn't trust myself. So I was like asking everyone at work, what do you think? What do you think? And they're like, oh, I don't know whether because you've never done it before, like whether you like it or not, because it's completely different to what I've ever done. It's like office work to like social media sharing. It was completely different. But in the end, what helped me make that decision is I wanted more money in my pocket. I wanted more choices for my kids. You know, like I was sick to death of every birthday, every Christmas going on a credit card. Every time something broke in the house, it was either borrow it off my mum, like if a fridge broke, or a dryer, or a washing machine, or my car was off the road. It was either a credit card or it was my mum. Because even though my job was really good, I've always had a really good job. I love it. But you live to your budget, don't you? You know, like got the mortgage, all the bills by myself, all the food and everything. And it was like, I was doing okay, but any big unexpected cost came and it went on a credit card. So I was like, I want to just be in a position where I can pay for my holidays up front. I want to be able to say yes to the kids more. I'm just going to do it. Like £69 to get started in a business once. Like, I would probably have been spending more than that on a night out at the time, you know, like, if not more, if I went out a couple of times, so, that month or whatever. So I thought, do you know what, sack it. I'm not going to go out for any coffee dates with my friends this month. I'm going to buy this kit for £69 and I'm just going to see what happens. And, oh my God, like, I got that kit thinking, am I even going to be any good? Can I do it? And I just found that I absolutely loved it. I found a whole family of women who were like on this mission to like run a business from home. I was learning all about it. I was having loads of fun doing it. And yeah, my first goal was to just hit that like first £200 a month, because I just wanted to replace that maintenance that I wasn't getting. And once I did that, I was like, what if I could double it? And then once I did that, I was like, what if I could double it again? Because once you've done it and you realise you've learned the systems, you've got into our team and you can see the systems that are in place to help you. You know, we've got a simple social media system for sharing your products that you love online with your friends and people that you can get to know on social media. And I just think it's just what's the word? It's just one of those businesses that isn't talked about enough. Like, not a lot of people know about it. And you can build yourself a completely different life. And you don't even need to do this full time. Like, I fit this into pockets of time. Like, you'll see me today at dinner time. I get an hour for my lunch and I do half an hour on my business and half an hour for a quick walk and something to eat. I've done this in small pockets of time and I can show you how to do it. You know, some ladies come and they want to do like I do, part-time alongside the job. Some people want to do it full-time because they're stay-at-home mums or whatever. Whichever pathway you pick, you know, we've got the tools to support you with that. So yeah, just let me know. I've got like a 4-minute video that I can let you have a watch of. If you've ever been watching what I do and thinking, could I do it? Just drop me a purple heart, because the video is only 4 minutes. It will blow your mind. And you can see if it's gonna, I can't get the words out. You can see if it's a fit for you. I don't bite. You can just drop me a video in the comments and I'll ping it to your inbox if you want. You don't even need to speak to me. But honestly, it's literally, it's changed everything for me and my family, and I would love it to do the same for you. So just let me know if you want to watch the video, drop a video and I will ping it over, and I will speak to you all soon. See you later.